Okay, today, random review from the Blucious box, so everything's fine. We're going to review this. Certain people in the audience are suddenly going, ooh, because you know what this is. Yeah. This, boys and girls, is from the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe class Sideswipe. And I had this figure from that line. I might still have that version somewhere, but I don't know where it is. But this is from Mike. Good old Blucious, bless him. And so I'm going to review this one. Because somehow, having not actually paid money for it, I like this figure better than I originally did. Funny that. So, quick size comparison. We're going to compare this, which is the Studio Series, I want to say Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. So, as you can see, it's way smaller than the original. Open-topped, which it was in Dark of the Moon. I mean, yeah, it's pretty, but do I prefer that? Not really. These are the two versions of Sideswipe I've got, so, you know. I don't know, I think that one looks better. It's bigger. You know. Let's get that out of the way and bring in Wild Rider. Lexi Wild Rider. So, it's not that much bigger than here. How small is this thing? Quite. So it's not that far off Legacy Wild Rider, but, you know, it's, I don't know. Ah, well. Shaky cam. So, transform. Yeah. Okay. What we need to do first is see these two pieces at the side here? They are tangentially connected back here. So we're going to wriggle those loose. Okay. And then we're going to get this piece with the wheel, all this, and we're going to try and wriggle this down. And that will allow us to bring this whole thing, which is on a ball joint here and a silver pin here, bring it out to the side. And it might surprise you, but that's an arm. Shocker. Anyway. So we'll do that again here. So we'll disconnect this so it's sticking out to the side. Rotate this wheel, try and bring it down a little bit. Can fight with you, bring it out to the side, and there. Okay. Alright. Now what we need to do is get this piece, the wheel, and this front piece here on each side disconnected from the middle piece, which there are these little pegs that go into, I think, those little slots there. See that? There are tabs that go, it just sort of grips together, okay? It does. I can't swear to you how it does, but it does. So we got that. So these are the legs, these are the arms, the head's in there. This is effectively now shell forming, because all we've got to do now is tidy it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this bonnet and we're going to separate it. There we go. I think you can just push it together, but I think it's easier to slide. So that's got the tab, that's got the slots, so that slides onto there and slides off there. Get that, bring it out to the sides a little bit. Well, I'll try and bring it out as far as you can, actually. With this not getting in the way, I'm getting in the way myself. Hooray. So we got this. There, it's done. What do you think? Alright, fine. I normally leave these connected. It doesn't want to do that today, but I normally leave these connected. I'll deal with it at the end. Okay. So what we need to do is get this middle piece and try and wriggle it loose. How does this go again? Right. What I'm effectively doing now is trying to get this little hook tab here goes into that slot there, And a lot of things are going to fight and wriggle and disconnect. There we go. This big piece is coming up. And we're going to wriggle and we're going to fight and we're going to struggle. I'm going to make sure these are out of the way. And do I need to do... Yeah, alright. We're going to get that loose and fold it back. Fold that under. Fold it back. It's fine. We're all okay. Now I can get this, hopefully, to go through and lock into place. Okay. There we go. Right. So I've got the head. Got that. What happened there was when it got so far, this was sticking in all the gubbins here. So I had to pop that loose and then fold the exhaust bit under here. The exhaust bit's weird because it's got these that slide out and go in. I have no idea if they're supposed to be out for one mode or the other. I think they stick out for the car mode, but whatever. We'll fold that down on the back. Okay. Now we can tidy this up a little bit. I like to rotate it back. Use this hinge here to rotate these pieces outwards and bring them over there. Now it's got like a big front of the car wing. I don't know. Bring this back, rotate, and pull it around to about there. And now I'm just going to tidy up the arms and the legs. Tidy up the arms and the legs. Separate. Rotate this around. Bring it through. Fold this over. And then fold this bit at the back. Now, there are questions. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the front or you're supposed to do it the other way. And this lump is supposed to be the toe. I don't know. I always preferred it the other way, so I'm going to do it the other way. This is not the nicest hinge though, so I don't really like doing that. Fold that back. Bring the hips up into place. Okay. Now we're going to flip out the hands. Come on, flip out. Get the arms roughly where they should be. Hold on. Doesn't like gripping on this one. Flip out the hat. Come on, hand. Play the game. Out you come. There we go. Now we have Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe in his robot mode. And I'm going to attempt to get him to stand. And this is the worst part. One of the worst parts about this whole figure is trying to get it to stand. Come on. Come on. You're on camera. Make me look stupid. Come on. Stand up. There we go. It's alright. It's interesting. Let's see if I can lower this without my tripod falling apart. It's getting old now. It's not a bad representation of the character. It looks alright, you know? It's got all these weird things on the legs which move and all the rest of it. That's clever. It is very clever. I don't know if it's worth the lack of articulation, what little you lose, but it is very clever. On the back of the legs, it's got these pistons and things here. It's all very clever. There's this, yeah, the knee pad slides out as well. And the missus shouting at the baby because he's trying to eat things he's not supposed to. I hope people don't understand Portuguese in the comments. Okay. You know, he looks right. The feet are awful. The feet are the worst parts about the whole thing, but it's fine. The door wings, you can still articulate, you can still extend, you can do whatever you want with them. You can bring them out a bit more. It's whatever you want to do. This bit on the back, during the film, I do believe this pops over. And he does actually shoot with it. So you can do that. The head is a bit sparse for paint. But I don't want to say it's bad. Overall, the design's actually quite good. I mean, the shoulders work surprisingly well. Except for this. And you might be thinking, well, what's that? Obviously, this. And it works in quite a cool way. It's actually geared, so they work together. That are his arm blades, because that's all sharp and stabby. It's, do the other one. Long-time viewers may have heard of the POTP challenge, which I believe was what's his name? Sentinel Prime, I think so. The real American. He did the POTP challenge. I was very tempted to do this figure. Trust me, I was very tempted to do. Well, not this one specifically, my one that I've got wherever it is. That's why I didn't do it. Couldn't find it. It's got a lot of panels just hanging off it. It's got a bit of a backpack, but it works. It does actually look like the character. I can't fault it too much. So, let's bring in the Studio Series version, which I haven't tried to stand. There we go. So Studio Series version is way smaller, but the kibble's a lot better controlled. It's got much better feet. It's got the sword, the blades that look more like the blades, and he's got the guns that he uses in the Dark of the Moon. I mean, that looks way better than whatever that is. The door panels and stuff, it's all a lot neater. Would this have been better as a Voyager? Yeah. I mean, this is nearly a Voyager in today's scale. I mean, look at the size of it. Make sure this is standing again. There we go. Let's get the drag strip in. There he is. So he's a fair size. And I mean, let's just do final thoughts and roundup, shall we? I spent a long time hating this figure, or at least my version of it, Mike, let's be specific. But I think with age, I've come to appreciate what they tried to do. And what they tried to do, for the most part, worked. But they were in a losing battle. They were doing something that they just really didn't have the ability to do. And they're doing it with a character which... Why's he got wheels for feet? Whose stupid idea was that? It might look great on the screen, but the toys are going to be awful. Revenge of the Fallen in general was a terrible toy line. It was. There were a couple of guns, but not many. So yeah, I mean, I like him a lot more now, especially as this is the one from Mike, so it's very precious to me. But at the time, I really didn't like him, so maybe he's just grown on me with age. I don't know. But it is shocking to see how much bigger the original is to the Studio Series. Like, that needs to be a Voyager. Is there a Voyager knockoff? Someone let me know. That's it. I'm going to go anyway because I've been talking far too long. So, and now he falls over. Stand up. Let's do the outro. So, I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one when I get a smaller version of me that's better. Wait, I've got 3 of those. Huh. Bye-bye.